Hey everybody. All right, so here's what we got. We got this trailer here. I'll get a better picture of it. This is what we've been using for moving all of the customers' bikes to the shop, back to the customer, stuff like that. The original plan behind this trailer was actually we were going to purchase it, flat deck it, because it was like a camper trailer. And we were going to put our camper on it. Long story short, we no longer have the camper, which is fine. It's better that way. So we're going to make a flat deck utility trailer, but with that, it also is going to have sides that are removable. Those sides are going to be the rams. Today, what we're working on is we're going to start tearing this thing down. We're going to get the old wood off. We're going to get the fenders off. We're going to get the actual mount for the bikes off, the toolbox off of it. Today's just day one. We're just getting started on it. And I'm going to turn the camera around, put it on a time lapse, follow along. All right, so we got this cross member cut out. We're gonna add a piece of channel in just because this is where we tie the bikes down. So I wanna make sure that the mounts are nice and sturdy. Got a couple screws that I gotta cut off. Fenders are gone. What we're gonna do is we're actually gonna cut the leaf spring mounts off. We're gonna put a piece of tube in between the frame and the leaf spring mount so that the wheels are actually gonna be right underneath the deck. The entire deck's gonna be 2x8 pressure treated. And then along the outside, I think I have some aluminum checker plate strips that we might do along the outside for it. We're keeping everything that is still good. We're gonna keep it. It might get put into something else. It might just sit here until I throw it out. We have a new trailer jack that's gonna get put on. But what I'm really gonna focus on right now is, now that it's just stripped down, I wanna go over the entire thing, clean up any of the spots that might have a little bit of surface rust, and we're gonna paint it all black so it's just all consistent. Holy, a little piece of trim there. Man, little Timmy got pretty trigger happy. Took me frickin' forever. Kind of embarrassing. Oh well, it's gone now. So we've cleaned up this side. It was just a piece of trim off of the old camper. So I'm gonna get the channel ready. It's gonna go right in there. We'll weld that in. And we'll probably just throw a coat of paint on everything in here. I don't have the material to go in to be the spacers for that yet. So that's gonna just have to wait. But yeah, pretty good progress for a couple hours worth of work here. Well, now taking the trailer to a new shop. I currently have it sitting upside down. I cut the axle off. I cut the axle mounts off. We're gonna clean that up. I got some tubing that we're gonna weld on, and then we'll put the axle back down, flip it back over. Then we're gonna start making the sides. All right, let's get at it. All right, where we at? So in the last little bit of the video, I put the 2x4 spacers in, lifted the body, or lifted the frame of the trailer up. Now that way there, the wheels are actually going to be underneath the trailer, and then I can deck straight across, where before I had to have those fender flares were sticking a little bit high of the deck. This way here, it's just one complete flat surface. Now I'm not needing to worry about it. You might have seen I was taking some flat bar and I put 6 flat bar tabs in. That's going to be where I mount my tie down points. So I think right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop and I'm just going to do a little bit of welding. Going to weld the 2x4s in, going to weld the flat bars in, going to weld this channel in, and then at that point there, then I'm going to add the piece of angle iron that runs across the back of the frame, and we can then start doing the sides. I think that's the best bet. Alright, so we got these pockets tacked onto the sides. That's going to be where the sides are actually going to clip into. I got these little rods that I made up. It's just 1-inch square tubing with a piece of this 1.5 inch tacked onto it as a spacer so that it will not fall through. What that's going to allow me to do is be able to easily line up the sides onto the trailer. What this is going to allow me to do is just be able to easily line up the sides. They can slide on, and then I'll just drill a hole so that we can put a trailer pin into it, and then that way there they can't fly around, do whatever they want to do. We're going to start on the front because the front is actually just going to have these welded right into them. The sides, they're going to be loose, so I'm actually going to pin the top and pin the bottom so that when you pull them up, you will always have nice flat-sided ramps. The last thing that I want to be doing is trying to load something onto this and be banging my shin on these guys. So let's get started on doing the front. Whoa, that was fast. Okay, so we got the front done, 2 sides done. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to take 2 pieces of 1.5 inch, and I'm just gonna put little spacers right here because what I have is this 2x2 angle iron that's gonna get welded to the sides, and that's what's gonna clip on to the end of the trailer. Now, all that I'm going to do with these 2 pieces is just so that it'll hold on to it. Day 3 of the trailer build. We got both sides done. The front is done. Everything's welded. All the little additions were welded. Got a little bit of finessing that needs to be done up front here. This angle after welding it just kind of pulled in a little bit. So we just got to open that up so that these sides fit nicely. And then we're going to fit the expanded on, drill the holes, put in the lights, wire it, So yesterday when we were working on the trailer, we noticed that the sides, when they're on, they want to flop around a lot. So what I've done is I've cut these triangles here. I'm just going to shape them up a little bit nicer. And then there will be a piece that gets welded. One's going to get welded here and one will get welded here, so that when they're closed, I can just put a pin right in the corner. And then these tubes just to make sure that everything's located. All right, so today marks the final day of the trailer build. Currently got it set up outside. We're just gonna throw a quick coat of paint on the deck of it and cut the wood down, bolt it up. So let's get going. All right, well, I ran out of paint, but you get the idea. We are going to now just quickly finish up chopping up all the wood and we'll get it thrown on the deck. All right, there we have it. Trailer's done, minus a couple little bolts. I didn't have the right length, and I didn't want to run back to the store, but that's fine. You get the idea. One thing that I would like to say is none of this would have been possible without Princess Auto. Not sponsored. Everything that went into this trailer build, we purchased ourselves. We have zero sponsors. We have zero money coming in from this channel or people that are wanting to work with us. But Princess Auto was there to be able to get the hardware, to be able to get the trailer jack, to be able to get, all the little things that we needed, the lights, the wiring, all that was purchased from Princess Auto. And the wood just went to Home Depot, and because that was the closest thing that we could get. Little fun fact about this trailer build. because we don't have a bandsaw, everything was done with a zip cut. Care to guess how many we used? Yeah, 29. That's why you need to get good quality zip cuts. We didn't get those from Princess Auto. I think I got those off of Amazon actually. And but yeah, so thank you guys for following along on this video, and hope that you guys enjoy the content. Hope you guys will stick around and see what else we're going to come up with. We're going to do a lot more stuff like this. Trust me, I got a lot of stuff planned for this year. All right, thank you. Y'all have a great day. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, let us know what you want to see. Thanks.